Hey guys, welcome to our next BRRRR legal tip video. My name is Adam Jason. I am a practicing real estate attorney and also a BRRRR investor. And I try to bring you guys one of these videos every week to think about things that you could be doing from a legal perspective to help your BRRRR portfolio and strengthen the agreements that you're entering into with the people who are necessary to your success. So your contractors, property managers, tenants. Today, what I want to talk about is some language that you could be including in your lease agreements to help limit the financial impact to you of vacancies that are unexpected in your project. So what's the fact pattern that we're talking about? The tenant who leaves early, they sign a 12-month lease and they end up leaving after 6, leaves you holding the bag for the period of time that you were expecting to be receiving that rent. This is something you can easily cover in your lease agreement up front. I want to show you how. I want to show you where you can get the language to be able to do that, so you make sure you're not suffering the consequences of somebody leaving their lease early. What's the issue? Have you had this arise? You rent a property to a tenant on a 1-year lease, and in the 6th month they tell you they have to vacate the property. What does this lead to? Obviously lost rent. You're basically out until you find a new tenant. Vacancies, which contribute to that lost rent. If you're using a property manager, often this means that you now have to pay a property manager a fee for finding you their next new tenant, which is often equal to 1 month's rent. So if you paid for them to find you the original one, who is now gone, and now you need to pay them to find you another tenant, that's 2 months of rent for that year that you're going to be out. Of course, too, there's going to be likely some repairs that come with reletting the property. Maybe you have to do some painting or fix some carpet, whatever it might be. But as you have that tenant turnover, there's going to be issues you have to deal with. So you have to avoid these vacancies, or at least put yourself in a position financially where you're being compensated for all the work and potential losses that are arising because of these things. How do I handle this? In my lease agreement, I'll share the language with you here that I use, but basically the general theme is if you sign a 12-year lease a 12-month lease and you leave early, you're responsible for the full 12 months of rent. If the tenant vacates the lease premises, obviously the property you're referring to, before the end of the lease term or renewal thereof, without written permission from the landlord may at landlord's discretion hold tenant responsible for any and all damages and losses allowed by applicable laws and regulations, including the payment of rent for the full lease term set forth herein or any active renewal period. So if it's a 12-month lease, they leave after month 6, they should really be getting a bill for the remaining period, and you should be withholding the deposit to cover the period that has been lost. This goes for any renewal period. So if it's year 2 of the lease and you have a year-to-year lease, so it's renewing annually, and they leave in month 18, same situation as if they had left in month 6 of the first year. Why is this important? Again, vacancy and the financial impact of that. You're going to have lost rent during the time that you're trying to find a new tenant to fill the property. Again, typical 1 month rent payment to the property manager to find a new tenant, and then the costs and painting and other things that you're going to have to do to get the property ready for the next person to come in. And it's also just, you should be compensated for now doing something in month 6 that you did 6 months ago to get it ready for this tenant. Compensate yourself for the work that you're doing and for having to maintain your portfolio in a great condition. So would this improve your next lease agreement? 2 options. You're welcome to watch this video and include the language I just gave you in your next lease agreement. Also, if you want to make it simple and easy on yourself, at BRRRRinvest.com, We have our deal analysis legal solution with all the contracts that I use personally and that I've prepared based on my legal experience, 10 years of BRRRR investing and lots of projects both for me and my clients. That's available for you for sign up, and we have 3 options there, 3 different packages that you can choose from. All of them include the language we're talking about today and a whole host of other investor-friendly contract provisions that I think you should be including in your contracts with your tenants, property managers, contractors. You can see here the different options: construction contract, scope of work for getting bids, property management contract, and as we talked about, the lease agreement. All of our options, all of our sign-up options, whether you do monthly, annual, or our premium option, which comes with some great one-on-one consulting and additional BRRRR tools, they all come with our 1 deal, 1 year guarantee. So if you sign up with us and you're not able to get at least 1 BRRRR deal done in your first year, we'll refund 100% of any of your payments made. So good option for you. Definitely going to be way cheaper than that 1 month or 2 months of lost rent that you have, or those additional PM fees, costs of reletting your property. If you don't have the right legal language in your contracts, we're making it simple and easy for you and available to you at a low cost, easy to use solution. So come join us. I hope this language is helpful for you. Whether you're with us or not, make sure you get in your next lease agreement so you can save yourself a lot of time, money, hassle, put yourself in the strongest position financially from a cash flow perspective so that your portfolio is doing what you want it to do, which for all of us is generating some strong passive income and helping us grow our wealth. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.